there's a lot of, long faces, and I get it. I mean, we were on such a high, and the game was so tantalizingly close that you thought, well, my God, we could have walked away with a win. Could have been 2-0, that close to 2-0. It's the product of a young and incomplete team. I mean, when I look at it less that, oh, my God, it's a missed opportunity, and more of this is a growing pain. These are growth games. The fact that they were in it against that team, a much better team, a team with a very good defense, I don't get it. I mean, who expected them? And after Atlanta, I did not expect them to go win 10, 11 games. I said it. I'm not going to change week to week, and I'm still not. I don't understand everybody up in arms over the Philly special, too, whatever you want to call the play. I mean, you could disagree with the call. All right, go ahead. But if that play's successful, people would have been all over his jock. I mean, that's how that works. We all know how that works. And I have no problem with him being imaginative. I really don't. Yeah, you want to be creative and, feel your way in this league? Go ahead. That's what this year's for. This team is not a Super Bowl caliber team. They're not. They're not there. This is a team that needs to grow and find itself. And I thought they played tough. I could be in a minority, and I understand I'm looking at it less like a fan and more like a science experiment. I mean, I'm looking at it more from just the growth of a football team. And, I walked away and went, hey, they played them tough. They had some missed opportunities early. I mean, they're buzzing. And if they're able to break through, then, they could have, maybe they win the game. How many times have you guys seen that, breaking through early? And when you're stuck with field goals or you missed a chance, like the Rager play, it's a shame. Because that would have been big. But all this, what transpired, honestly, is what I expected. I did not expect them to win Sunday. I thought it would be a close game. I thought it would be low scoring. And I thought it would be a tough game. And I thought they played them tough. I didn't get any of this softness. I didn't understand that at all. Here's the thing with Hurts. I love the kid. He's a terrific leader, but you could see why he wasn't taken in the first round. With knowing how great a kid he is, right? Think about this for a second. Everybody knows how great Jalen Hurts is when it comes to intangibles. Everybody knows that he is smart and he's a great team guy. Right? He's got those attributes down. And that he can move a little bit. Not Lamar Jackson, but he can move a little bit. The reason why he was not taken in a league that overdrafts quarterbacks, was not taken in the first round, is because of his arm. I mean, you see it. I mean, he's got to gather himself to get the ball down the field. I mean, that's an issue when it comes to a team like the Niners who really go side to side. If you actually look at what San Francisco's defense is, it's a great defense. And it goes side to side quicker than everybody. So they were trying to take away all the horizontal stuff, and you weren't going to run on them. All right? They were trying to take away all that stuff, and they were begging Hurts to go down the field. And that's where it's a tough one. That's where, his lack of arm when it comes to just pure arm talent manifests itself. Right? Because if he's on the duress and he's got the Michael Vick whip, well, Mike, a little flick of the wrist because he's a wrist thrower, and it's 60 yards down the field on a rope. But Jalen's a leg thrower, and he's got to gather himself. He's got to have a clean pocket, and he's got to have time. So when he's under duress, he don't have the gun that you just uncork it. And that's really the difference. Because everything else he does, like, he has time, and he gets his body into it. He can make throws. But it's when you're under duress and you're moving, that's when he labors because of his arm. That's just something you're going to have to scheme around. And look, there's been a lot of quarterbacks like that don't have that gun. Patrick Mahomes down through the Staffords, who always had the golden arm. Those guys are rare. So my takeaway is I thought they were prepared. I thought they played well. I thought they played sound. Yeah, there's a couple plays here and there, but overall, I thought, this is what I expected. They didn't get blown out. They played tough. They suffered some bad injuries. Losing Graham was a big deal, right? Losing Brooks in that game was a big deal. So overall, maybe because I'm viewing this season in a much more detached manner without any expectations, I come in completely calm and feeling good. Good morning, Tunis.